you see in my hand is a fake AI crystal. But what you don't know is that this fake crystal is actually a massive business opportunity, making people thousands of dollars. Now you're probably thinking, what is this nonsense? How can some crystal that doesn't even exist make me money? Well, sometimes you just gotta think outside the box. Because with all the expensive jewelry out there, there's still a massive spiritual belief around crystals. And the crystal therapies market is backed by a huge community, already worth around $130 million in 2026, and expected to hit over $330 million by 2035. So for those who are kind of confused what this whole crystal thing even is, it's actually super simple. People buy crystals because they believe each one holds a certain energy or meaning. Like for example, rose quartz is the love crystal. Amethyst is all about protection and intuition. Citrine is the one for money and confidence, and so on. It sounds a bit magical, I know, but the community is huge. People aren't just buying the stone, they're buying the meaning behind it. So now you're probably thinking, okay, cool, but how do we actually sell something in this niche without having real crystals? Well, that's where crystal meaning cards come in. These are basically digital or physical cards that explain what each crystal does. And this product alone sells like crazy on Etsy. So here I've checked the data, and as you can see, Crystal Meaning gets a huge search volume per month with quite low competition. You can also see the total revenue for this niche is over $6 million. And every related search term has a great score with high demand and low competition. Like this listing here, they've made over $50,000 in total revenue and are making $1,000 every month. This one also sells the same thing, but as a digital template, also in high demand. They made $7,000 in revenue and are pulling in around $300 a month. So clearly this niche could be a winner if we manage to stand out. And to stand out, we need to create something different. So while everyone is selling the same card set, I came up with more premium version of that. Wall art, a poster set of 3. The main one will be a collection of crystals laid nicely with its name and features, which is similar to the card version. And the other 2 will be more of a premium painting style. All 3 will look super premium and we'll be able to charge more for that. So let's create all of that together. And I'll start by asking ChatGPT to give me a list of 24 crystals, each with its name and a short meaning description. And as you can see, we got exactly what we asked for, which we'll use to create the first poster. Now the first step is generating the crystal images. We need a high-quality individual image for each crystal. To do that, we'll use the new ChatGPT image generator. This new version is way better than the old one. It gives high-quality results really fast. And I'll be using this prompt formula. I decided to go with a hand-painted watercolor style, which I think fits perfectly for the aesthetic I'm going for. I also made sure to include isolated on transparent background. That part will save us a ton of time later. So I just copy the first crystal's name, paste it into the formula, and give that to ChatGPT. In a couple of seconds, I got this image back, which looks amazing and exactly how I wanted it. I repeated the same process for every crystal on the list. And now that all the images are ready, it's time to finalize the poster design. So inside Canva, I created a new template. And instead of keeping this plain white look, I added a vintage-looking paper as the background. Now I need to place the crystals next to each other and space them out evenly. I decided to flip the crystals 90 degrees and lay them out horizontally, which I think looks much better. Then I basically did the same for all the crystals and lined them up nicely next to each other. Now we need to add the name and description under each one. So I went back to the ChatGPT list, copied the first crystal's name and meaning, and placed it here just like that. As you can see, I went with this font combination, which I think looks pretty good. And again, I just repeated the same thing for all the crystals and ended up with this amazing looking design. I really like how it turned out, and that means the main poster design is ready. But before I show you how to sell it as an actual poster, let's create the other designs, which are going to be done in just one click. As I said earlier, I'm going for a premium artist looking painting style for the posters. And usually to achieve this, you'd need to hire a designer, which can cost a lot of money. So I asked ChatGPT to brainstorm crystal poster ideas, and it generated this long and detailed guidance prompt. Now, at the moment, there aren't many tools that can understand such complex prompts and deliver accurate results, except Nano Banana Pro. So inside OpenArt, I selected Nano Banana, and all I did was copy the prompt from ChatGPT, paste it right here into the prompt box, and hit create. And in just a few seconds, we got back this professional, premium-looking design, which honestly would have taken hundreds of dollars. to create manually. As you can see, I created multiple ones just by letting ChatGPT write the prompt, and Nano Banana turned those ideas into real, sellable images. But now the real question is, how do we actually turn these images into physical posters ready to sell?
It's so confusing. We need to print the poster, pack it, and deliver it to our customer once we get a sale, which I have no experience doing. I just wish there was an easier solution for all of this.
Well, you obviously haven't heard of Printful before, because they do all the hard work for you without you lifting a finger. Let me show you. Printful is a print-on-demand service, which means they handle the entire process, from printing to shipping the product directly to your customers. You can simply connect your store and existing listings in one click, as they work with all major platforms. And they have a huge collection of different products. So, once we get a sale, we head to Printful and start a new order. I'll go with this framed poster since this is what we're selling. Here we have some options to choose from, like the orientation, frame color, and sizes. Then we click here and upload the design, and make sure it fits correctly with the print area. And by clicking on Mockup, you can preview how the final product will look. If everything looks good, we hit Continue. Now, this is usually the last step, but since I'm selling a set, I'm gonna simply duplicate the product and then click on Edit to upload the other designs. So as you can see, now I have all 3 posters ready, and finally we hit Continue to Shipping. This is the last step where you basically enter the customer's info and address. Once you do that, you'll see the final cost, which you subtract from your pricing to get your profit. Now my cost is a bit high because I'm selling a premium set, but let's say it costs us $80. I can list my product for $120 and make $40 in profit. And once we pay, Printful will print all the products and ship them directly to your customer, which means we've just made $40 in profit without lifting a finger.